We are live. We are alive. We are alive.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh. That's my fault. My bad, y'all. I fucked up.
What it do, baby?
Everybody good. Everybody got their ashtrays. Everybody got their... We are live in the SQUADcast podcast.
We bike, nigga.
Ladies and gentlemen.
ColeLogic, Roll Wheel, Free Game Flight, the Big LD. We here. Shout out to the visuals. We live again on the visuals.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, sir.
Incredible.
Shout out to King Carlow on 1 and 2.
Hey, King Carlow sent me a new pack of beats. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm real excited. I'm gonna let a couple of these ride throughout the pod, cause
Perfect.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. Having this hooked up visually now, it just feels different. It's a different feel. It's a whole different feel.
I hope the people see that we trying to make strides forward. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all shit, we still building this shit.
Hey, week by week, it's getting better. Week by week, it's something different coming to you every week. Something different coming to you every week. This week,
as the fuckery piles on,
hey,
we will be here. You know what I'm saying?
and we just gonna keep making it happen.
Right.
That's all we can do.
We had the audience last week.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that came through.
Shout out to everybody that pulled up. That shit was fun.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know who was getting married and shit, but that shit was live and shit.
It was.
Oh yeah, Alex and TK, shout out to that.
Shout out to them.
Bro, that wedding was lit.
Black love.
Hey.
Shout out.
In 2020, I will say Black Love is giving me hope.
Definitely.
All the bullshit that's going on, the Black Love is giving me hope.
I'm hoping that's what it is. I hope it ain't desperation, because it's a desperate time. Because you know, nothing good come from that shit. That's a fact.
Hey, I mean, in a desperate time, a lot of people are gonna be making desperate decisions. So, I mean, I wouldn't say any of those decisions were desperate. I mean, I feel like they all had plans to get married this year, whether COVID hit or not. So,
Yeah, that's why I said.
Probably put the battery in their back a little more, probably.
That's what I said. Hope. That's why I said hope. I'm hoping. I ain't saying it is.
right. I feel that.
Because I know, even though they was planning, I know it's a lot of people that just out the blue married.
Popping up with quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, them quarantine babies is popping up. We ain't gonna get into that though. That's a little much. So, I mean, it's been a minute.
Goddamn.
It's been a week, so, I mean, obviously, a week. Hey, you gotta stay on them drops, bro. You can't be dropping out them drops be gone in the middle of that. You gotta keep the drops dropping, bro. You gotta keep the drops dropping. Hey, you ain't gotta tell me. I be forgetting to play music half the time. I be like, shit, I'm supposed to drop a beat. done totally fucking forgot.
Yeah.
But we live in the SQUADcast podcast. King Carlow on the beats. I got so many. I'm just gonna be shooting through them, dropping them here and there. We said we was gonna. Are we gonna start with this Tory Lanez response?
Before we start, I also want to say, if y'all listening and y'all rappers, listen to these beats because y'all can buy them.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yes.
like that man, King Carlow.
I like King Carlow.
Hey, it's on the
And if it's a beat that's
It's
good,
on the page. It's on the. Go hit the link tree.
Yeah.
If you need logos, please go to the Creative Design Factory. Somebody just hit me up like, damn, y'all logos is fire. Who's doing y'all logos? This man right here.
You need
Him.
unfiltered opinions. Just
If
holla
you,
at your boy.
hey, unfiltered opinions. We here. All of us. We here. So don't be afraid to hit up the SQUADcast network for whatever you need. Beats, art, opinions. We here, buds.
Shout out to the OnlyFans.
Hey,
Shout out to the Patreon.
Hey, the OnlyFans and the Patreon is up and running.
Make sure y'all join that.
It's free.
Or $1. I know y'all got $1.
Oh yeah, the Patreon is $1. Cause Patreon's $1. But
OnlyFans?
Just to
but
start.
the OnlyFans is free.
And y'all
Where
can
the
do
fuck
more
did
than
I drop
$1.
that wick that I just had in my hand? Oh, it's sitting right on the ashtray.
Oh.
But yeah, the OnlyFans is free. I know all of y'all be like, oh, I want to make an OnlyFans, but it's just for the freak shit. It's not for the freak shit.
I think that shit was originally what it was.
It never. That's what I've been trying to get the motherfuckers to understand. But
Y'all
we not
these
going.
hoes
I'm not gonna smash.
on their campaign and take over.
I ain't gonna lie, son. I seen this one chick with
For all the niggas out there that got OnlyFans accounts,
Facts.
bro, just come follow.
Just follow, bro. That's it.
Sorry, bro.
That's
We ain't gonna out
We
you.
free. Trust me. Last thing we're gonna do is out
We
you.
ain't gonna out you. But yeah, man.
Matter of fact, we gonna follow first.
We gonna start following people.
No, we gonna follow ourselves first.
Oh,
So y'all can believe we believe in ourselves.
that's true. Yeah, I gotta make one because the one I made, I turned into ours. So now I gotta make another one. Offset. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool.
Just so y'all don't feel outcasted.
Right, yeah. We're going to have our
We
own
gonna change the
OnlyFans
narrative
pages,
about
too.
OnlyFans, man.
That's
Fuck all
the
that. We
goal.
gonna get the narrative back right, you know what I mean?
We moving the goalposts.
Facts.
At the end of the day, we are ahead of the curve.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I had this one chick or whatever, man. Chick had left social media talking about, yo, I'm gonna take a break, focus on myself.
Came back with the OnlyFans? Ooh!
OnlyFans and the second IG account and shit too.
Ooh, not the burner, not the, what is it? The Finsta?
No.
The fake Insta? The fake Insta? The Finsta. Ooh!
Facts.
Oh, hey.
This is Dave from the old gym right here. How that's your boy? Hey, y'all wanna buy beats? You can't buy this one. Already blazed it.
No. License it, sample it, get my dog.
Yeah, I like that.
Shout out to King Carlow, man. That's all that dude. All right there.
But
and my nigga Sunny Town.
this nigga Tory Lanez pulled the bitch assness of bitch assness yet again. His response.
Who was his fucking public?
Like who was his? Yes. His
advice?
apparently what he did was he texted Meg or called Meg or some shit and said my bad.
Was it immediately?
I was too drunk. Yes.
Yeah.
This was like a day after.
This is why I don't like the way this came out. But I'm gonna let you.
No, I mean, okay, so yeah, basically he had hit Meg up the day after or whatever and was like, my bad, I got a little too drunk. That was his excuse for shooting her. Now, I done been too drunk and did a lot of things. Shoot somebody is not one of them. I mean, I done did some shit now. Let's be real. I done did some shit.
They tell you not to operate none of them things and shit when you under the influence. Common sense should tell you not to operate those things when you under the influence. Common sense is if you got a fucking security guard, you shouldn't even have that shit. But
Exactly. That goes back to the original. Why do you even have the gun, little nigga?
Some niggas want that extra protection or whatever. Some niggas just do it, keeping.
You just always gotta remember that he is a little nigga.
He is a little nigga. Yeah. Little nigga syndrome.
Yeah.
You got too drunk, so you shoot her.
And she bigger than him. So
which on the optic of that.
Intimidated.
So he might have been in the street, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might have tried to press him and shit. Now you got this little nigga
behind these
two big girls or whatever.
None of this is making a case for Tory.
Oh no, none of it.
We just think he's
why
the nigga would do it. Not saying it's reasonable.
None of it's reasonable because the nigga's fucking retard. And at this point, you could drop the greatest album of all time right now and nobody's gonna listen to that shit. So take 2-3 years off.
I can't say that because Tekashi just got out clean
and that album he dropped did what? Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely
nothing.
Hey,
absolutely nothing.
That well is about to run very dry.
Yeah.
Oh, that well is dry. He's begging for interviews.
That's all good. What I'm saying is,
shout out to Gilly for turning that nigga down.
Right. Shout out to him and all the other people that was turning him down.
Ain't nobody doing
well, fuck the shade room.
I mean, but that's expected.
Yeah,
trash begets trash.
At the end of the day.
But just for the people out there that don't recognize what he's doing, he's trying to get empathy from civilians for going into the street as a civilian. When you're supposed to know
not to go out there.
Not to go in the street as a civilian.
Plain and simple. Nobody is coming to your defense anymore, 6ix9ine. So at the end of the day, actually, damn, we were supposed to save that for the fucking quick fuck you segment. We'll swing back. We'll swing back. Let's go back to the Meg situation. The reason I brought up the Tory and Meg situation was kind of to lead into the Meg versus Mulatto.
And before we get there,
okay,
not to throw that nigga Tory no bail.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna go there because they gonna get me out of here.
Hey, honest opinions.
They gonna get me out of here.
Honest opinions always.
His roll will, goddamn it. but nah, it not to throw Tory no bail or some shit. Wow. He didn't technically apologize.
He did not.
Shooting.
You're not shooting her. That's not shooting him bail.
I know, but anytime you go, you gotta just like if you don't just crucify whoever they crucify, they gonna
I see what you're saying.
And I'm not throwing no bail to that nigga. I know everybody's saying, oh man, you sent the text, he admitted to shoot. He didn't technically admit to it. He said he apologized for his behavior and how shit went down or whatever. Now what shit he's talking about, we have no idea.
Right.
We can assume that
that's what we know.
What it was, but he didn't explicitly say it. And then you got
he know better than to say that.
Exactly, and which ties into the other thing I'm talking about with as far as with people saying, "Oh, Tory's been quiet through this whole thing." Motherfuckers don't realize, yo. I understand you don't want you want to hear that nigga's side, but in a case like that where there's guns involved, shooting and shit, somebody's harmed and all that, your lawyer is going to tell you, nigga, don't say shit.
Damn, I was supposed to have a hat on.
You know what I mean?
And as a black man, you automatically are labeled as a criminal.
You guilty.
Inheritance.
Yeah, you guilty until proven innocent.
So
you guilty until we say you guilty.
So like really. the bail white people get for when these allegations come up, black people don't get.
That's not black man. We ain't gonna make it a gender type thing.
But at the end, I feel everything that y'all are saying. So
he know that.
I'm not shooting that nigga no
you can't
bail.
I want to make that shit.
I cannot.
I want to make that shit clear as fuck because that's not us or me throwing that nigga bail. But I'm just saying
he's still fucking up because the moves he making, trying to stay quiet but still like trying to clear his name in a way, that's foul.
At the end of the day, that nigga Tory was wild.
That's right. that much is 100%. Like
that nigga was wild.
You was riding the high, nigga. You was
definitely
on some invisibility shit. You might have been on the NVT or some shit, Molly or something. I don't remember, Life will humble you, bro. This is your humbling right here, so it's fucked up. But yeah, we get into the.
I'm looking at the EQ.
Oh, I'm like, what?
You know Cole.
Oh, alright.
Quiet Cole. I'm trying to keep up with y'all.
Okay,
I'm trying to keep up with y'all. It picked up.
It picked up. Can it still pick me up though?
Oh, you the loudest.
Of course. At the end of the day. But no, so speaking of Meg, of course the Double XL freestyles just dropped, and the best two freestyles that I have heard were Mulatto and
Chica.
Yes.
She was fire.
Fire.
I didn't know she was just fire.
Again.
Okay.
Yes, the best two verses I've seen were Mulatto and Chica.
The Nigerian girl is Chica.
Gotcha. Shout out to the women rapping better than the niggas.
Bro, the women, let's be real.
It's so easy for women to do this right now.
Talk your shit, Cole.
Because niggas are just rapping for money at this point. And the creativity part is exasperating from the main scene anyway. And women are just naturally more creative, so it's just easy for them. And they got sex appeal. So.
And it always just looks better to hear certain. That's why I was always just a big Foxy Brown fan, because she would talk that slick shit that Hov would talk, but it always sounds sexier coming from her. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But
I definitely agree. But so we bringing that up to get to how that ties in with Meg. Does anybody have the original tweet that sparked off the bullshit?
So this is the tweet that sparked off the bullshit.
And it don't really tie with Meg, but the tweet made it.
Yeah, it's like in all, like I said, Mulatto, Chica Yacht, great double XL freestyles. Smash them other niggas. Them other niggas was trash. I don't even know who the rest of them other niggas were, other than 5 and that shit wasn't fire. Somebody said that nigga.
These niggas haven't been freestyling for a while now, but I mean that's
I don't
really like they trying to do that that melodic rap shit don't translate.
And the niggas that do freestyle, trash.
Right.
Except
the last niggas that was decent was the Uzi 21 Yachty, and they was decent.
And I remember when that shit first came out, niggas was like, "This is trash."
I remember when they first dropped.
But
that double XL class freestyle shit was trash.
Compared to the years after that, they decent.
Well,
I'm gonna read the original tweet that started off the.
So I ain't gonna say Buddy's at name, so we ain't gonna out you. But this nigga said Mulatto actually has the talent and sex appeal Meg Thee Stallion fans think she has.
Damn.
Now, where he fucked up in that tweet, because he had to clean it up afterwards, was the sex appeal part. Once you get into that, it's a matter of preference and perspective.
It's clearly underlying and labeling the fact that you can see that your sex appeal is based on the color of somebody's skin.
Which he had to further clean up afterwards to say this isn't
colorism.
It's got nothing to do with colorism. Why should Meg automatically?
Hey, what did I say? What did I say was a black man's kryptonite right now? Is when colorism and feminism come together.
That's just
this was exactly what that is.
When that shit does the little fusion dance and
when colorism and feminism come together, black man just shut the fuck up. Because you're not gonna win. It's over. It's done. That's it. It's a wrap. If they come together, it's over for you. You're not. There's no standing up against when colorism and feminism come together to attack you. It's none of that. It's dead. It's a wrap. So at the end of the day, that's what this was.
At the end of the day, I don't got no.
And my nigga Ron tried to stand in the paint when it came to this, and I agree with because
this is my thing, man.
Wait. Tell them what was said. Tell them what was really said. Oh, that boy about to take a shot out the bottom. Out the bottom.
It might. Want to type before I type it?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now.
All right. Hold on. Let me. You want a beat?
Nah.
No beat.
Give him the rant.
Give him the underline. Turn it down.
Just turn it down. Let me see. Let me see what I can get into.
Cause this shit, I feel that y'all really is like y'all trying it with this shit now, man. Cause, and I say y'all, I'm talking to.
Hey, niggas be reaching.
I'm talking to the females right now.
Social media.
And I gotta ask y'all, with how y'all view female rappers, do y'all want female rappers to be treated as equals to male rappers, or do y'all want special treatment? Because the way y'all carry on, I don't know what the fuck y'all want. You know what I mean?
Right. That is. Ooh. I feel where you're going with.
You know what I mean?
Keep going.
Because I'm looking at the replies to that tweet, and yes, you know what I'm saying. I'm skipping past the colors and shit because you know that nigga worded that shit dumb as fuck. You should have took the sex appeal shit out and kept it on the talent. But you can't sit there and be like, yo, y'all niggas always compare, y'all always pit two female rappers against one another. Y'all never do this with the male. That's egregious.
Shit.
That's fucking egregious
they
right
do
there.
That to themselves.
You got too much dip on your chip.
One more time, man.
You got too much dip on your chip.
You understand? So what do you like? This shit. I don't know what the fuck art form y'all looking at, but this hip hop, man, is based on competition, fam. From the fucking beginning of time.
Right.
We going back to the Roxanne Shante days.
Right.
MC Light.
Man, you can go go back to the Cool Herc versus KRS and all of them back. Like
you can go to
Shannon Chris.
You can come back.
Like this is a thing that we do. We don't automatically pick them together like that. Mm-hmm. Now, to throw y'all some bail, I understand because from 2009 to maybe when did Cardi come out? 2017.
Cardi B came out. Yeah, I wasn't living in.
Right. 16,
yeah,
17.
Like an 8-year run, Nicki was the only one really representing for female MCs on that level of shit. There wasn't nobody else
on that level. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. You had underground acts, you had Rhapsody coming up, you had Jean Grey still making moves, and all these other people on beneath them. But
mainstream wise,
it was only Nicki.
Right.
So I get it. You know what I mean? As soon as somebody else
everybody
pop
got
out,
compared to Nicki.
You know what I mean? But
because she was the best one.
She's a new standard.
She was the standard.
But this isn't a thing that we reserve for women.
Was the standard. Then Nicki came along.
Fact.
She became the new standard.
You know what?
And this
now
isn't
Cardi B, the
and
new
this isn't a thing that we don't. This
now
isn't
you
a
see
thing,
the turn that the music taking.
And this isn't a thing that we just reserve for women. This is part of our fucking culture. So do y'all want special treatment, or do y'all want to be seen as equals and shit in this? Because if y'all want special treatment, say that then. You know what I mean? But you can't sit there and be like, yo, y'all always pit these females against. We've been doing this shit since the beginning of time, bro. And this shit goes back to, you know, Kim and Foxy, Missy, Eve, Rod Digger. You got all these. We had a big ass talent pool of female MCs and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's natural that we're gonna find out who's better than most. We want to know who's better and shit. And it's not no disrespect. It's the nature of the fucking culture, bro.
Like you said, nature.
It's the nature of the culture, bro.
Nature, period.
Well, yeah.
That's also deeper. That's also deeper shit. But I agree with you wholeheartedly because I saw that shit and I was gonna get into it, but this was already after I had dealt with my little. People was trying to get me out the paint for something I said.
Nah, I seen that shit.
I feel like what they don't understand is when we infuse hip hop with American culture, basically white people try to make a standard, and then when they own the standard, it is what it is. And when another standard is coming, they create turmoil to try to capitalize off of it. And what the women haven't understood yet is that the man had to break that barrier by just creating their own lanes and stop saying like it's a standard nigga and just everybody creating their own standards.
It's a fact. And even on my service level shit, we go back, like when Roxanne Shante came out and shit, she was gunning at niggas too.
And she had to, because she was the only woman.
And to the point where niggas had to go find random women in each city or town that they toured in and shit to battle Shante.
And she was writing her own shit, and they was writing shit for women trying to just to.
And Shante was getting the motherfuckers out the paint. You know what I mean? Out the fucking paint. She didn't give a fuck. Right. It wasn't about no sexism and shit. It wasn't about like, damn, why they pit these two. It's rap. You know what I mean? We always do that shit. Yeah. When Kane and Rakim was coming up and shit, it was them too. Like, you know what I mean? If you wasn't rocking with Rakim, it was Kane. Like, it's just you want to know who's better. It's that type of culture and shit, man. You always want to know who's better and shit. And just to fucking reiterate that shit. Ooh, cause I retweeted some shit earlier.
I mean, like you have a whole battle rap section, you know.
That too. There's a whole. What, nigga? There's a whole league for this shit. It's called Queen of the Ring. It's called Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
That's why I love all them people. Look, shout out to My Bird, shout out to Jazz Rap, shout out to all them female battle rappers and shit, man. They don't care about all that sissy shit. It just comes off like it makes y'all seem, not y'all, but maybe the narrative that these female rappers are sensitive and shit. Like, and that's not even a thing, man. Like, it's competition. It is what it is. Like, sometimes when Kim came out, she had a song on the album, Queen Bitch. I'ma stay that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Then what Foxy do? Come out with L9. Now I'm the L9 and shit. Boom. It's competition. Like, they don't.
That's it.
And on top, it's not just niggas that's perpetrating that or you know, projecting that narrative and putting it out there. Yeah. You gotta listen to some of these females' lyrics. And then Nicki was rocking for years saying, I'm that bitch, I run this shit, all y'all is my sons, da-da-da-da-da.
And then this what I'm saying by American culture. Y'all get it confused because these blogs put women against each other when they are rapping generalized shit about a bitch in general.
Yeah.
Like, none of this shit is directed towards a bitch. They will say that verbatim, but blogs will still make it about that, and y'all go with it.
Now on speaking on the MC side of things and shit, as an MC, if I'm watching somebody come up and they say, yo, I run this, as an MC, I'm naturally gonna be like, all right.
Right.
Come at your head real quick. So let me throw a dart out there, some shit. Right. And I think
but it's all on wax.
And I think where the gripe is when you look at the words beef and battle and shit. It's that type of like those words add a certain aggression to it that maybe is not even there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause it's not no real beef and shit. Like it's just you here, I'm here. We both the best in our respected. You know what I'm saying? Like I always go back to Kim and Foxy because it's like we were really deprived. Like that beef got violent and shit. Yes, right. Like that shit went totally left. But we got deprived of a potentially one of the GOAT, female rap albums that could have been with that little Thelma and Louise shit they was trying to do.
And it's only for me. It's only because, the way they headline black culture, they don't headline white culture. So like, as far as like when when corporate companies be beefing, they don't call it beef.
Right. It's competition for them.
Yeah.
We call it beef.
Right.
And whether it's right or wrong, whether it's just our input with our slang and shit and just, our culture, but beef in particular, that just has like a negative. That's why a lot of times when these rappers be like, yo, you going at this person like, yo, it's not beef. Like, it ain't no beef and shit. Like, it ain't real beef, son. It ain't beef. But, it's the wording and shit that kind of.
That's why Biggie had to make the song, What's Beef? Cause y'all kept putting him against Tupac.
Right.
He's like, this not really
beef, nigga. This ain't no East Coast, West Coast beef. There's two niggas that just have a disagreement and shit, and the media, making it larger than it fucking is, man. But I just want the narrative of, niggas putting female rappers. We literally just had a whole let's not act like the females was jumping in on the Drake.
Relax.
Was jumping in on the Drake and Pusha T beef and shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do that. Y'all, we just watched a versus between Brandy and Monica, and y'all was being catty as fuck. Mm-hmm. Mentioning all this gossip shit. So, Monica about to snuff Brandy. Yeah, we getting into it, man. We getting into it, man. We going there, son. I'm turning this back on y'all. I'm gonna hold a mirror to y'all face and shit. So y'all can see who y'all talking about right now, son. This shit's crazy. Y'all wilding right now. And I'm passionate about this shit because I've talked to these female MCs and shit. I know, like, I'm a big Foxy Brown fan. Like, I listen to her religiously type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all making them come off soft as fuck, yo. Let them rap, man. Right. If they clash, they clash. If they collaborate, cool. But stop trying to make it seem like niggas is putting that shit. It's the culture, man. It's the culture.
Yeah, man.
It's the culture. Ooh, I like it.
Fun. And my man's. Now I'm gonna say this nigga's at nigga. You speaking some knowledge, nigga. Sean the Don 8. Nigga said, in hip hop, the culture has always been about competition, which breeds better material. Everyone gets compared. The women aren't an exception. There's nothing wrong with comparing Meg Thee Stallion to another female artist. You participation trophy ass niggas need to shut the fuck up. But
facts. That was a real. That's a real. Let's end it on that. We're gonna end it on that. That's a great way to end it. That's real shit. That's real shit. Let's drop this King Carlow. Take this quick break. SQUADcast.
I did not start my tweet of the week anyway. Oh, that was the shit he said. He said, if you go on here gossiping like birds during the Brandy and Monica verse, then you need to shut the fuck up. About people saying Mulatto was better than your Queen Meg. It's a fact.
Right. Did y'all remember yesterday was 9/11?
I did.
Yeah.
9/11 hits.
I didn't hit me till about 4 o'clock.
It hits me different ways and shit, because it hits me on the music side, because I had 2 good albums came out that, one classic and one great debut for a nigga who's still kicking today came out that day. Shout out to Fab and Hov. But yeah, where was y'all? Real brief. Where was y'all when 9/11 popped?
In Louisiana, not knowing shit about the world outside of that.
Damn. So
I know I was a little older than y'all, cause I was 11 at the time, so y'all would have been like what, like?
I was probably like 8, 9, probably.
So for me,
nah, like 9, 10. Yeah.
So for me, my grandma worked in one of those towers. She actually lives in Davenport right now. She's still alive. So 9/11 always hits a little bit different for me, cause like
Sounds like a what if.
Like, yeah, like.
My mom.
From what she told me, the stories that she told me of her watching people burning alive and literally falling
graphic,
from the sky.
She was graphic.
Like
She was in that bit?
yes, like work. Yes, like in it that day. Like yes.
Mom didn't work.
Yes,
bro.
My mom told.
She definitely worked close by.
My mom told me she denied a job to New York that week.
See,
damn.
There's a lot of stories like that.
Like my grandma was in the like she said when the shit hit the building, it literally knocked her out of her chair type shit. Like, yeah, like she was in it.
That's wild.
Yeah, so.
I'm thinking about it now too. Even in like 2001, man, people didn't even have like camera phones or social media and all that
No,
shit. Like I'm thinking about like how like that.
My
in
mom
real
didn't
time
tell me that
look.
till like years later, so I didn't even think about it. I was just watching on TV. That was all they was playing, so I was depressed because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But I just saw people die.
We took like a.
That shit was crazy, bro. Like we were my people didn't. Obviously, we couldn't get in touch with her for hours.
But
so
did they stop you in school and show you that shit?
Yeah. Like we were in school,
bro,
but
they stopped us in school.
They didn't stop us in school.
They pulled out the old school TV on the cart,
yeah,
and turned that on for kids to see.
Hey, we watched it too.
They didn't. That's the craziest part. They didn't. I did not find out until I got to fucking.
Some of the teachers tried to like teach through it and shit, and they were like, nah, like this shit's too real. Like we can't even like teach through that shit. I remember I was in music class when that shit popped off and shit.
Yeah, they never showed my school. That shit was crazy. I'll never forget that. I literally didn't find out until I got to, because I used to go to YMCA after school. I didn't find out until I got there, and then when my dad came in, my mom came and got me, and was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, I didn't really know what was going on, and then they like broke it to me.
I just remember being sad as fuck, and I didn't know why I was
just like, yo, shit. I looked at that shit like that might have been like my first shit's about to get real moment at 11. I might not have like labeled it at that time, but my mind was thinking shit's about to get real. Yeah, I mean, because remember, it wasn't just the towers that got hit. I think like a plane hit like the Pentagon and shit, or like was it a helicopter that hit the Pentagon or something?
Speaking of the plane in the Pentagon, tell me why I was at the Pentagon a month before.
On a field trip shit?
No, I went with my parents. We went to Washington D.C.
Oh shit.
Oh, just on a trip?
Just on a trip.
Damn.
Went to the Pentagon a month before. To that day, to that time, a month before. I'm like, damn, if I was there a month, right, nigga.
But they like was like, yo, let's postpone it for next month, right? Like that's just...
Yeah, right. The shit. You know what I mean? And I think about it like, you know what I'm saying, what if my grandma was on a higher floor than what she was?
Right. Bruh, the people, you know the higher the floor, the most unlikeliness that they made it.
I mean, I don't think anybody probably survived from where the plane hit.
Oh, of course not.
Like, no, nobody.
Watching the clip.
Hey, you might have.
Even watching the clips of that shit.
Survive?
Nah, this not a clip. This song Donald Trump was talking about.
And I said, I can't believe it.
Play that.
Trade Center was always known as a very, very strong building. Don't forget, that took a big bomb in the basement. Now, the basement is the most vulnerable place because that's your foundation. And it withstood that. And I got to see that area about 3 or 4 days after it took place because one of my structural engineers actually took me for a tour because he did the building. And I said, I can't believe it. The building was standing solid and half of the columns were blown out. I mean, so this was an unbelievably powerful building. If you know anything about structure, it was one of the first buildings that was built from the outside. The steel, the reason the World Trade Center had such narrow windows is that in between all the windows you had the steel on the outside. So you had the steel on the outside of the building. That's why when I first looked, and you had big, heavy I-beams, when I first looked at it, I couldn't believe it because there was a hole in the steel. And this is steel that was, you remember the width of the windows in the World Trade Center, folks. I think you know, if you were ever up there, they were quite narrow. And in between was this heavy steel. I said, how could a plane, even a 767 or 747, or whatever it might have been, how could it possibly go through the steel? I happen to think that they had not only a plane, but they had bombs that exploded almost simultaneously, because I just can't imagine anything being able to go through that wall. Most buildings are built with the steel is on the inside around the elevator shaft.
I'm an engineer.
On the outside, which is the strongest structure you can have. And it was almost just like a can of soup.
You know, Donald, we were looking at...
What'd you say?
No.
No what?
But jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, does it?
No, it's not about melting. It's about the force that the plane is going to be carrying going through something that's just standing still. Like, We're talking about something that's flying at over 200 miles an hour that weighs, what, 10, 12 tons? Maybe more than that. Like, I don't know what we're talking about. Like,
He's saying
the explosion.
I remember.
No,
like,
he's saying
the theories.
he's saying the building shouldn't have collapsed. If anything, it should have just fell over from where it got hit at.
Oh, you're talking about how it. Okay.
How the fact that the buildings were literally designed not to collapse from anything coming, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the outside in. The only way it could collapse is being blown from the inside, which is what they're saying happened as you know what I'm saying? As
if you go to YouTube University, the conspiracy theorists will tell you there's a 9/11 conspiracy that's been going on.
Regardless of the conspiracy, what you believe and shit, you know what I mean? Obviously, rest in peace to those.
Definitely.
Whoever was lost on that day, but that shit was just wild, man. Like that was like
wild as fuck.
Wild as fuck.
Look, they had to create a diversion to plant the bombs. The diversion, niggas is in the air, turning towards New York, going out of line. Why are these niggas going out of line? Everything's focused on this plane going out of line. Nobody looking in the fucking trade center at a nigga that's dressed up as a janitor putting some shit in the closet.
Some Batman shit.
No.
Some Joker shit.
Fake? Bro, that shit's not fake, bro.
Nigga, I don't think it's fake for the site.
Nah, bro, that shit's real. Like espionage and like spies and shit, that shit's real.
that's real.
Like, I think shit's real to a certain extent. They just telling us in the craziest way.
Right.
You telling me niggas that hate that
You are
the
fake
US
news.
don't stay here?
Oh, of course.
Aren't agents inside the U.S.?
Oh,
okay,
of course.
so like,
Of course.
enough money talk. Get a lot of niggas to do whatever you want.
That's a fact.
Regardless how you feel.
That's a fucking fact.
I'll leave off on that.
Switching coasts. It's Cali fires, bro.
Yeah, Cali is on fire. Hey, wait. All right,
Cali on fire, we underwater.
Wait. All right, let me get into something real quick.
Wait, I just wanted to ask, was that fucking fire tornado in actually Cali? Or was that like
nigga, that was
fucking Caesar?
I don't know, that fire tornado was fire.
That shit was Charizard doing a fire spin, nigga.
Right. That shit was hard.
Okay, now you go.
Alright, so you see I wrote up there Cali fire / gender reveals.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so one of these fires in one of these thousands of acre fires in California started from a gender reveal.
That had fireworks. That set fire to the goddamn forest.
Look, man.
But look, and this is something that blew my mind. I also saw a video of another gender reveal.
I don't know if that was
right?
the right one to play at this time.
Not them.
Right. That was a little.
After explosives. And
come on, man.
Yeah, we out here edge. We all be living on the edge, nigga.
Is that not
I mean, that was perfect.
It really was.
Honestly, it might have been the perfect one.
It was a perfect, not perfect one.
The other thing I saw was there was another.
I didn't play the whole part.
There's another gender reveal I saw, right? It was $95,000 gender reveal. They went to Dubai, bro. They went to Dubai on this big ass fucking. I guess I might have been the biggest building over there. I don't know, but they had all the fucking light show or whatever just to show that it was a fucking boy. So it's like they spent $95,000 to put lights on the building. There's no telling how much them little pocket of fireworks that them niggas had that set that fucking I think it was like 7,000 acres of land got caught on fire because of that shit.
Bro,
7,000 acres.
Is the kid a LLC?
Like
why would you throw an event like that?
I mean, you have to pay for like 7,000. You burn 7,000 acres of land. You have to be fucked.
Like you just burn that money and not get it back in Texas.
Like that's
crazy.
Land like that, 7,000 acres. You burn 7,000 acres off a gender reveal.
You have to watch that baby go give birth from behind.
Are they going to jail for that shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Cause a black nigga would.
Oh hell yeah! They give a nigga the chair.
You for a nigga baby? You burn all
What?
that shit.
What? You did what for your what?
I don't think that nigga baby's worth that much property.
Please.
Not his Uncle Sam.
My Uncle Sam's eyes.
That's crazy.
But peace to everybody on the West Coast.
Everybody
Man,
be
'cause I think it's not
out
just
safe out
Cali
there.
too. I think like Oregon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit. If y'all seen pictures of that stuff,
That shit look
that
crazy.
shit
That
looks
look
like
shit. Wow.
hell.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be real, that shit looks like hell. So
That shit look
prayers out
like.
to them.
Oh God. Y'all not gonna see it, but that shit look like the old Batman fucking remember the old Batman cartoon and shit? Like the sky was like red and
Hell
shit. Like
yeah.
it looked like that, nigga.
I saw a video. They put Blade Runner music to it.
Oh,
that shit just looked crazy. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
oh god, like I would
Well,
not want to be over there. Type shit.
Bro, and people still flying there.
Oh yeah, still
Yeah,
pulling up.
look, people wanna do it.
Still pulling up.
I'm saying it look like this, man.
Yes.
It literally
Yes.
looks like this.
Facts.
Y'all can't see it, but
Facts.
you know what I'm saying. Use your imagination.
You should.
Real niggas remember Batman.
They remember
the Batman
Yeah,
cartoon.
if you
original
don't remember
one.
the Batman cartoon, you're probably too young to be watching this shit or listening
Right.
to this shit. So
Right.
get the fuck out
Still
of
wet behind the ears, post somewhere.
You can still donate
That's
to
a
the
Hey,
funny ass.
Hey, you wrote this up here, but I don't believe it. Erykah Badu really delivered Tiana Taylor?
Bro,
baby?
Erykah Badu. Yeah, she's a real doula.
What?
What?
Yes.
That's kind of trill, fam.
That's cool. That's cool as fuck, right?
That's kind of trill.
I know that.
Yes, bro.
I know
That shit. That baby's enchanted.
If you can deliver it, what'd you say?
I said that baby's enchanted.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Yes, bro.
But if Erykah Badu can deliver a
Enchanted.
baby, and then the way she got niggas going crazy, what can't she do?
Cause Iman
I
delivered
think
the
she got
last
good
one.
sales on her pussy.
Huh?
Her pussy scent. I mean,
pussy
scent.
Put some context on that. Her pussy scent. 'Cause
She
is selling that
sold
shit.
her.
I wonder.
pussy
I wonder.
scent.
Is she gonna like
Did y'all-
rebrand with the pussy scents in different times of the day or different times of the month? Cause you know, like you can have.
You
Different,
talk about the work, but the fresh from work pussy smell.
That's what I'm saying. You can switch up the rebrand. You know,
The after the
expand.
club pussy smell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ooh. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that pussy when it's got a little tang on it.
The post club pussy be banging.
Hey, that post club pussy be
Cause
no
you
joke.
drunk off the Henny,
Right.
you know she on one and shit. She popping.
And then when
like
you
this.
taste it, when you taste the post up pussy, it got a little Henny on it.
You know exactly what she was drinking, like.
That's a fact. Like,
Oh, you was on some rock.
You was on the
Tequila?
Tequila? You E&J? Oh, you definitely sucking dick tonight. Like, baby girl, I tasted E&J on you, man. You sucking dick tonight.
Hey,
Hey, I'm
that's
gonna throw your butt.
facts.
Oh.
Hey, that's facts. That's facts. Hey.
Bro.
Damn. If she come out with the pussy flavors, it's gonna be
Yeah,
crazy.
if you listen
So
to
have like
this,
the neo soul one, the post
wild
one,
mixing,
right?
you
You
know
know,
what
mix
I'm
it
saying?
together and shit. The professional
In the
businesswoman
studio.
one. Yeah, yo.
How is she getting samples of this pussy though? I'm curious. What is a pussy sample?
who is the
Like,
sampler?
like,
How much did he get paid?
like, it's not even.
Is
we
it
can get
a he?
into that, but-
Is it a he?
But like, how do you? But like, what do you like? What are you putting it on? Like, what are you? How are you packaging it? Multiplying it? And you know what I'm saying?
If I do this
You
shit like
take
at the mall,
sample,
remember
Am I
and then
am
get
I
the
getting
artificial.
too deep?
Nah, you
you
take
at the mall with the little sticky
Yeah,
shit.
you
probably
get
do
the
that shit.
authentic and you patent that one, but then you get the artificial and get the mixes that you know to get it kind of like that one, so everybody can buy it.
Oh, like have
I
like
just,
the
how do
main
you? I
one
just
and
don't know
then-
how do you package pussy and sell it?
Bro, niggas is selling water. Bro.
Say it again.
OnlyFans, man.
Man, this is facts.
Look, man.
You right.
Facts. But she sold her pussy scent. But like, how long does it last? Is it in a candle?
That's a good
Like,
question. 'cause
so like, as soon as I open it, it's gone. Like,
Yeah,
is it,
like, I need
you know
that,
what I'm
like,
saying? Is it a one
does
whiff?
it linger? Like,
You know what I'm saying?
True. I thought it
That
was a
be-
perfume. I thought.
Or like maybe it's like one of those plug-in things. Like what if she got like a plug-in gun for that shit? Like you know what I mean? Like
the pussy aroma.
The pussy whip.
Badu, if you listen to this, we
got some.
Put us on the team, man.
Yeah, man.
Branding. That's all you need.
Facts.
Clearly you got the product. Clearly you got the product.
If you need a tester, you know what I'm saying? If you need a little lab, bro. You know
we here for you.
We need some enchanting too. We need some enchanting.
Yeah, but congratulations to Tiana Taylor
don't
and
give that shit
Erica
that you gave
Badu.
Common, though. I don't want that shit to get. I don't give the shit you gave Common. You had Common out here looking crazy for like 2 albums and shit.
Baby, she done had all of it.
He ain't happy yet. He ain't happy yet. I want that Andre.
3 stacks. Yeah. Give me the 3 stacks, not Common.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the video of Andre recently?
With the flute?
Which one?
Yeah. Like he was at the gas station.
That's how happy I want to be in life.
Right.
He got it right, niggas. Nigga, get in, get out.
Niggas in the street fatigue. Niggas in the street fatigue. I'm like, oh yeah, he on.
What's wrong with my people's in New York? He saying they be seeing that nigga literally random around Soho for real. Like he just be out there like that.
True.
Flute and all that shit. That's real, son. I would just do that shit to get high, play a saxophone everywhere if I got paid like that, nigga. You already rich, you ain't got to do nothing. That nigga probably live in some regular ass apartment, chilling.
Dog, this nigga Travis Scott has a fucking McDonald's grill. You know he's the first person to have one. Since Jordan in '92.
On some rap shit.
Yeah, on some black.
I didn't, cause I know, like I read about it, but I didn't know how he got to that deal. Like, does he have like a song that represents that shit, or did he?
No, he has he just got a burger. It's just a what is it? A bacon?
Yeah, they basically.
Like, how did they get him to like do that? Like, because like did they like come to him on you got like a song that references us or some shit. We won't do this.
No, I mean it's just a sponsorship in a way. You know what I'm saying? Just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Mike didn't have no goddamn. He didn't have no McDonald's dunk or no shit. You know what I'm saying? In '92, think about it. Like you don't really have to have a. For Travis, he's just a brand. Travis is a brand. So just being attached to that, having kids who like Travis Scott come and order the whatever it's called, the Mick Travis, or I don't know what the fuck this shit's called. But they come and get their meal or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Tell them Cactus Jack sent you. You know what I'm saying? That's bread. You know what I'm saying? So McDonald's is just trying to make more money at the end of the day. Exactly. And all they did was throw bacon on a McDouble, I think.
And repurpose it and put his name on it. That's the thing. Shout out to him for getting money. I just wish.
Did you get a burger and put the bacon on the side?
I just wish he.
I don't eat a burger and bacon. Period. So bacon.
I just wish he did that.
That's strictly for breakfast.
I just hope he do that for a black company the next time.
Hey,
and I gotta start somewhere, I guess.
We do.
We gotta start somewhere.
We definitely do. And I mean, as much as we're trying to do it down here, it starts at the top. To be honest, to really move that needle.
Yeah. You gotta get in the mood, man.
But we're gonna get there.
Oh, you can take the time too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get up there.
You can grind.
We're gonna get up there.
Y'all
wanna do a quick fuck you or a tweet of the week before we take this break and start this second half?
Let's go. Let's go back to cause we said we was gonna spin the block on the quick fuck you.
So let's quick fuck you.
And that was to what?
6ix9ine.
Yeah. Okay. So to Duke. To rap.
Yeah, because this thing is trying to go everywhere to get empathy.
Shout out to Gilly.
Shout out to Gilly.
Shout out to Gilly, Wallow, whoever else $1 million at the game.
Yeah. And all the other people that's denying.
Yeah,
that's not even saying nothing.
Nah, I like how Gilly went about doing that shit too. Like,
yeah. You got a podcast. You speak your shit. Yeah.
I like that shit. Nigga said, nigga, the best shit I ever did in my life was my son, my kid.
Not no damn interview with 6ix9ine.
Right.
Yeah,
I hate this.
A quick fuck you to 6ix9ine and an even bigger fuck you to academics, because academics, you hear how this nigga talking about you and shit. Nigga said like when you trying to get the interview with Gilly and shit, he ain't even trying to come to you for the interview.
Right.
Shit. Like nigga, I done used you up and shit. That's why it's like, bro, that nigga's fall. Like when that nigga get hit up or whatever, I don't wish no harm on nobody, but man, I might pop a bottle.
That's why his shit flop.
That shit super flop.
I ain't gonna say super flop, but for him it did. Because those are decent numbers, but
he's not gonna have security much longer with them numbers.
Shout out to Big Sean for beating that nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
I did skim through some of the album and shit. Like,
yeah, that shit is fire.
I fuck with something.
Fuck you to Marcellus Wiley.
Oh yeah.
What that nigga?
He on his
Terry
Crews.
Let me go to the tweet.
Hold on, yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
Oh, I gotta send you the coon drop, bro. Goddamn,
Let me see if I can. See if I can find this Marcellus Wiley tweet real quick. And I got another one too. Hold on.
You found it in Marcellus?
I'm on his page. No, he probably done deleted it.
Oh, I retweeted it. That's fine.
I found it. All right. Fuck you, Marcellus Wiley, for saying this. White privilege doesn't exist. Off the top, just that. Off the top. You know what?
Starting with the lies.
Right. You know what it implies. Black disadvantage. The son, man, husband, father, and victor in me would never buy into such a limiting thought. My skin is not a sin. I stand tall, not slouched. All my parents and ancestors endured shoulders. Pound unlearned.
I think a therapist would call that delusional.
Oh yeah. Very delusional.
How you refusing to buy into reality, nigga? That shit is free.
Like, I don't understand. Like, off the top, white privilege doesn't exist? What? Nigga, what?
He's just trying to convince himself that he can outperform white people.
He needs to look at his own situation. Him and Max Kellerman were on the same show together on the same company. Who moved up? Who moved up to a better slot on the same company, and who ended up having to leave and go to a whole nother fucking company when that whole duo broke up? You, Marcellus. You had to leave ESPN when Max Kellerman left you. And we all know you are better. You can talk sports way better than Max fucking Kellerman.
He's not even talking sports no more. He's talking about how Kaepernick fucked up.
Like
my only take on this shit.
Like, I just don't understand. I really
say it because I could play it.
I just don't understand. Like, you go on a platform and literally say
dumb shit, nigga. Just dumb
the stupidest possible thing you can say as a black man in this country, right here, right now, is that white privilege.
It's not even like you alone, or like somebody that's not
right.
Like you have your opinion or your.
I got my whole personal draw.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the cool chip in the average Negro.
That's
for you, Marcellus.
That's why I'm scared for our dog.
That's for you, Marcellus.
That's why I'm scared for our dog, bro.
Fuck Marcellus Wiley. Also, Skip Bayless. Fuck you too.
Oh.
I was been fuck that nigga.
Like,
I forgot what he did, but remind us.
That came out. Dak Prescott, the quarterback of Skip Bayless's favorite fucking team, the Dallas Cowboys, came out and said he was depressed when COVID hit, and then his brother committed suicide, which took him into a deeper depression. Skip Bayless bitch ass had the nerve to get on fucking national TV and be like, "Look, you need to suck that shit up. You're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Go seek a therapist." Like, nigga, like, what? As the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, you shouldn't be talking about depression out in public. It sends a bad message to your team.
Oh, he said that?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. This is what this is. Yes. And then he went back the next day after he got all the fucking flack and literally damn near doubled down on what the fuck he said. He goes.
He did. I seen that.
You saw the double down?
I seen the double down.
He was like, I didn't say he wasn't depressed about his brother dying. He was depressed about COVID. Who the fuck cares almost? That's like basically what he said. Who the fuck cares if he was depressed about
will
COVID?
Activate.
Like,
it only takes a little bit
that's perfect.
of white brainwash.
This is the white brainwash.
To activate the cool chip in the average Negro.
Skip Bayless is the
cool chip.
Skip Bayless is the white brainwash.
Yeah.
Because if Dak Prescott had the nerve to come back and be like, yeah, I agree with Skip, that white brainwash would have worked. But it didn't, because Dak... You coon! Hey! Drop that shit again. Drop that shit again.
One more time for the coach.
You cool?
Come on, bro. Like,
It's funny because he was talking about See the God too on that rant. That's why I pulled that shit. Shout out to Fun Flex.
Oh, the resurface of the cool activities.
Everything's all full circle.
I like it.
I won't say quick fuck you to Charlamagne, but he itching that line.
We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
I'm not gonna say fuck you, Charlamagne. I'm not gonna say fuck you.
He be itching the line though.
I can't give a complete fuck you.
Who else I'm gonna say fuck?
He be
you?
itching
It's
the
always
line.
fuck. It's always fuck Donald Trump at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. Just because we played that video about it.
Yeah.
It's still fuck.
Yeah. Fuck Donald Trump. Any other fuck yous y'all got? Oh! This is a personal one for me. Pascal Siakam.
I'm not a star.
Fuck you, bro. Like, all I needed for you was to come through and beat the Celtics for me. That was it. You just, like,
right.
they put Eric, like, Pascal.
You know what happened? He didn't get that summertime workout with Rico Hines like he usually do. That's how he usually get better. They ain't take him to that next level in the summer because of the COVID.
Pascal, like you hurt my heart. I was really counting. I was really counting on the Raptors.
Because everybody else was holding them down.
Everybody else did what they were supposed to do.
Even OG Anunoby hit the game winner.
He the only reason why I went
keep
7
them
games.
up, yes, to keep them in the shit.
Speaking of which, I gotta go on my Bovada, man. It's college games though. Shout out to Bovada.
Oh yeah, football back
So
tomorrow.
let's close this first half out. We had an hour.
Yeah, that's a good closing a song.
Oh yeah,
fuck with this.
Shut I can't call on the beats, man.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me run this from the top.
What it do, baby?
Free game flight.
ColeLogic.
Coronavirus!
We live.
Coronavirus!
We got the visuals going. We got the audio going. We got the drops going.
Shout out to the Patreon camera.
OnlyFans camera.
We out here.
We out here.
We out here.
Shit.
I'm gonna raise some of that board.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Oh yeah.
We need.
We're gonna take this quick intermission.
I'm gonna eat some of this chunky out.
Roll up all that shit, y'all. We'll be right back.
I love it. I love it. Alright, I gotta hear this. I gotta hear it, bro. I gotta hear it.
In a time where startups are booming and entrepreneurship is at a peak, we have a service that will help elevate any business. UniverCOLE provides graphic design services that can take your business to the next level. These services include customized logos, business cards, brochures, flyers, and documents such as letterhead to help you distinguish your brand identity. We know a lot of you are like our founder, Justin, and are starting your businesses from scratch. So we also offer brand identity packages that can include your logo design, business cards, a digital promotional flyer, customized documents, announcements, and more. We understand what it's like to start from scratch and can meet you where you are in your business. Email info@UniverCOLE.design, UniverCOLE, for a consultation, and view the UniverCOLE portfolio on Instagram and Facebook at UniverCOLE, UniverCOLE. And now back to the ColeLogic podcast.
Yes, sir.
We back.
We back.
We all self-sufficient right here, man. We do this shit fucking self and shit.
Right. Till y'all start donating, goddamn
We don't
it.
need no corporations. But we
Right.
get the money though.
Yeah.
Hey,
Crowdfunding.
hey, just know.
We do crowdfunding.
I don't want to say I'll sell out quick.
I'ma save them, y'all. I'ma save them.
Hey, this is why I got him here. This is why I got
He
him
ain't
here.
even drinking. He ain't even drinking.
Hey, I not even drinking. And
I'm
I'm
the
like,
one
look,
drinking. This nigga was on.
if I see the right, that right there,
I would save them.
Hey, this is why I got Cole.
We better than the bag.
Cole is the logic. Cole is
better
the
than
logic.
the bag.
I'm just
I
here
won't
for
give
the.
a fuck. I just let him go, but I'll let him go and shake my head with it.
See,
Like,
Cole actually be the one who's like, I'm gonna read it. I'll read the contract.
I would take it to somebody else too.
Right. Like, we gonna really look at this thing. Me? I'm like, how much? Shit. Shit. What? Man. SQUADcast podcast. Free game flight. ColeLogic. Roll Will. You're back in this thing.
Y'all want to start?
King Carlow.
What it do, baby?
Oh, I forgot to raise Tory.
We gonna really, honestly, Gladys Knight versus Patti LaBelle. We gotta
Wait.
get into it. What?
We should have did the quick fuck you to them hoes that was on Odell Dick on Adam 22
Nah, I
shit
don't
too.
give a fuck.
It'll spin the block.
We can do the spin the block.
We'll spin the block on the quick fuck you segment.
Oh,
We
we
still got
we'll
our
get
two
to
to
you. Fucking canker sisters and shit.
Oh God.
Anyways.
Alright.
The
Respect to the
undesirables.
queens. Respect to the queen.
Oh yeah, respect to the
Right,
queens of the team. Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle versus. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm going to my grandma's house to go watch it.
That's that shit not like make me feel warm and shit. Yeah. Like just warm the nigga heart. You know what I mean?
And it's on a Sunday?
Right. Like it's gonna be good for the soul,
that.
man. You know what I
Need
mean?
that. It's gonna be great. I'm definitely
I gotta maybe get a pie. You know what I mean?
I might have to go get a patty pie.
Got to, bro. Got to, man.
I'm going to my grandma's house. My grandma, the one who I was just talking about in the 9/11 or something. I'm going to her house to go watch it.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pick a winner in that. What I wish Gladys.
I'm not picking no winner.
If Gladys got like whatever.
That's a real celebration.
Around if she pulls them out though.
Oh, yeah.
But what if they do be on that petty shit that we just not aware of?
I mean, they already started with when Patty did she reposted, I guess the new version of the flyer or whatever. Like they had.
They had to switch.
Yeah. Some shit. Yeah.
I feel like that.
But I think they've been doing that for all of them, though, haven't they?
I feel like you gotta respect the queens.
Because they did it for Ross and Chains. I
feel like the person. I feel like whoever is the designer know better than to try either one.
Fuck no.
This one need to be.
I really just want
me.
the
I would be
shade.
like, damn, I can't put
like
Patty first.
I just want to hear the petty
because
shade.
they're older. They have another way of being petty and being shade where it's not even disrespectful, but you know what I mean. But they gonna have their shade.
You know what I hope they do? Also, I hope they go into like all the young people that sample their shit now.
Ooh.
That would be fire.
Like they play their shit and then
that
just
actually
go
really
into
good
other
idea.
shit.
I doubt that's gonna happen.
But
that would be
fire.
Dope. That would be dope.
That would change the whole versus game.
Yeah, I can't pick a winner.
That would bring back old people.
Yo, pause that nigga. You might gotta holler at try to DM switch. That's fucking ideas, man.
Bruh.
Cause they did that for like some of the other ones
That's
and
what
shit.
I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like
but
Brandy was like, oh, somebody rapped about me. But
right.
Like, if you just like
and Biggie lines about it, and
T-Pain was able to do that with Tory, but that's like now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you like bring back like the old soul, that can rebrand the whole market of black culture.
God, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all.
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling good.
For the young people.
I can't pick a winner in that.
Nah, that's just gonna be a good time. That's
that's
gonna be like the Erica and Jill Scott one.
Oh,
and
definitely.
Shit. Like,
yeah.
I actually rewatched that one the other day, and I was like, yo,
that shit was great. That shit was great. That shit was great.
Cause it was one of those where I thought it was gonna be a wash for Erica, but then like I just forgot.
When she played Dangerous, I forgot how that
Has there been a wash yet in the verses? Who's gotten washed, like, for real?
We thought Sean Garrett was about to get washed, but he came.
That was, bro. If you
he
go
washed
back,
himself.
dog, if you go back to that verses, that was the verses that really changed the verses.
Yeah, that's
what
got
like, okay, we gotta clean this up. Cause this Sean Garrett was on that bitch wildin'.
Yeah.
You know who that is, nigga?
And
that's Donnell Jones, nigga.
That's when they tried to do the petty shit, but niggas wasn't mature yet. Cause when they was doing the promo for it, Dream was like, "Why do y'all even got me fucking with this?"
Yeah. Nah.
But then when we saw Sean Garrett, we was like, "Damn, Dream was right. Why we got this nigga fucking with this?
But hey, Sean Garrett the man was pulling out some things.
He had the hits though.
He had shit, but it was one of those things. Like I said, it was where we found out. Okay, this is why
he don't respect him. He don't respect
blackball
at all.
Yeah. I don't think to answer your question. I don't think there has been a wash. I think maybe the closest one might have been, and I hate to say it, maybe Nelly and Luda after a couple rounds.
Yeah, but that's because the weather though.
Yeah,
I guess if there was a wash, it would have been that one.
That might have been.
You know what the wash was? Babyface Teddy Riley.
That wasn't no wash.
No.
Babyface washed him.
Hell the fuck.
Washed him?
And I almost feel like I feel sorry for Teddy because they doing now what Teddy was trying to do initially and shit. He wanted all them niggas to come.
But he was trying to do it too soon.
Yeah, I know, man, but still.
Everybody knew it. We was on the.
That wasn't no
what
wash,
the plan was.
Teddy
He was just trying to
shit.
do it on his terms.
Hey. Nigga, hey,
I'm gonna rewatch that.
It's always about, it's always somebody trying to be ahead of the curve, and it's like, nah. Oh wait, that nigga was right. It's always that. Me, I'm that nigga. I'm just saying, nigga, look,
Cole in squad.
He like that too. Cole definitely that nigga in the squad. I will say that he is.
Was Primo Rizzo? No, Primo Rizzo wasn't a wash.
No, I don't think any
that
of
one
them
wasn't
have
a
really
wash.
been
Primo
a
just
wash.
didn't play the drinks that would have been automatic. He played what he wanted to play. He didn't play the drinks that would have been automatic.
Yeah,
Rizzo just went straight Wu-Tang and just mobbed on it.
I really don't think there's been a versus wash yet.
And that's a testament to everybody that's been involved in versus and shit, man. Like, they catalogs are just great, man. But
I still got
like I said, you gotta have at least 10 years in the game.
Even though the last one's been fire, I still got the T-Pain Lil Jon one up there because T-Pain was also doing what Teddy Riley tried to do. Yeah. Because he had the little backdrop and he was dancing and shit.
Oh, Jada Fab might have been a wash.
No.
Yes.
Jada Fab might have been.
Jada washed him?
Yeah. That might have been. It might have been
in
a
the
wash.
corner. I was in the corner contemplating like.
Okay. Because I picked Jada and I said Jada won, but I don't want to say like when I say
Fab started fighting back, but Jada like that first 10 rounds.
That one might have been the widest margin.
Yeah, like the first 10 rounds, Jada was smacking this, and then he got lit. And he kind of slowed down a little bit in the second half, but that and even that wasn't a wash.
Like, damn, I watched him. I don't want to watch my dog. He was like, I don't want to watch my dog.
Right, he was talking shit with it, you know what I mean? He had Fab sitting in the corner looking sad. They made memes off of that.
He tried to keep up with the.
Yeah,
he should have kept it in them.
I would think the Luda versus Nelly was a wider margin than Fab versus Jada.
It's those two. It's those two.
Yes,
but the Fab and Jada one was unexpected because we came in.
I was picking Jada. I picked Jada the whole time.
I picked Jada just off of principle, but niggas was
going Fab.
Because
Fab
he
was
had
definitely the
more
favorite.
hits and shit. But nigga Jada came out with that blood pressure. Oh my god, nigga did that shit off.
This Gladys Verzuz Patti.
That's gonna be good for the soul, man.
Real nice.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to the back-to-back female versus and shit. You know what I mean?
It was definitely getting heat for that.
Yeah, they was talking, I guess y'all see where the numbers are. You see the number. Obviously, when you bring
telling
women
y'all.
into it, I mean, obviously.
So do y'all want us to exploit y'all first?
Like, what do you mean?
That's like, I don't understand.
Like, women just...
Like, you taking it a little too far.
I defer to the black.
It's supposed to be fun. Like,
now y'all want to get mad because y'all were asking for more women. Now you get them back to back. Oh, now y'all want it for the numbers. Like, god damn, what can we, like, it's nothing we can do.
Can the plan go through? Can the plan go through?
Like, y'all literally asked for more. We give y'all more. Now
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind, even after this one, I still wouldn't mind that, you know, they gotta set that Mary J and Mariah up or something.
Right,
that's gonna happen.
Just know, if they do that.
I feel like they gonna.
I feel like it's perfect time for Mary J now because with the new power
if they
shit,
do that, I'm pulling my episode out. I got it on pod record. This was weeks ago, probably a month and a half ago. When I said they need to do Mariah versus Mary J. But everybody called me crazy on Twitter that night.
Oh, I think
because I came in here and did a podcast on purpose, and then I brought it to y'all the next day. I was like, look, because that was I think that was on the last solo one I did just by myself. I fucking the last 10 minutes, I fucking spazzed about that shit. And I was
I think I vaguely remember you doing that shit.
Bro, I was like, if they do that shit,
I remember you catching some little flack.
If they end up doing this shit, they need to fucking call me. I said it first. I said
they got
That's gonna be a classic one.
What?
Because people think Mariah gonna watch Mary, but it's gonna be the opposite.
Dog.
I don't think it's gonna be a watch either way, but
I'm telling, bro,
Mary shit hit different.
Mariah is the vocalist. Mariah has the vocals. That's
Right,
perfectly
but Mary
fine.
got
But
the
them
bops. Shit, they try to put Mary J in Faith, and I was like, nah, don't do that to Faith.
Bro, Faith got Mary J throwaways. What is we talking about?
Yeah, but still.
Come on.
Faith got Mary J throwaways. That's real.
Yes, bro.
That's real. I gotta play the song.
Like, that's real shit. I stand on that. I really do. I really stand on that.
And shout out to Leo and John Johnston. I watched that one again too.
Oh yeah.
I need to go back and watch.
That was when they started getting classic. They was like, yeah, we gotta start.
That one was
getting these niggas right.
But then the Dream one was after that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Was after that.
You see the juxtaposition. Is like it can be great, it can be bad.
Right.
But we can join the two and get greatness out of it. They should have had Sean Garrett and Dream had a talk like they did Brandy and Monica right before.
Y'all gonna come up here and be civilized. Be civilized, y'all.
You got to, bro. You got to. Come in the middle.
Football is back.
Fuck Madden.
Bro, how you add Cap back to Madden and make him the 15th best quarterback in the game? He's 81 overall.
I mean,
gave him the fro and his touchdown celebration is the fifth.
Honestly, it's not that many great
quarterbacks. As much as they fuck mad at that, Cap wrote off on that shit too.
And my thing is, I need to. Do we
Cap
know?
not getting no check from that.
Nope.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Wait,
does
is
he
it?
get paid for
Do we got rights to deny his face on
get
there?
rights to that.
But Charles Barkley not in the game because of that.
But I think because I don't think Charles Barkley is a part of the it's the NFL something. I think Cap is still part of like the some type of NFL union or NFL.
So they kicked him out and still using this.
They should have did like what they did Jordan on the NBA Live.
Just make him
player 99.
Yeah, bro. He was fired.
I'm saying if you gonna make him top something. Make him the best.
Fucking like workaround, like nigga, they had his jersey as 24. Like I remember that shit, son.
That's part of it. His jersey number was 99. I remember he was 99, all 99, and it was like, yeah, he was 99, all 99.
I thought they made his jersey like one. Like I remember his name on there was player 9, was like player 99, but I thought the jersey was like 24 or some shit though, just cause. But yeah, that was such a stupid fucking workaround. But niggas definitely cheated with that shit.
Did y'all watch the game?
Hell yeah, what you mean?
I watched it. But I
was watching the Laker game mostly.
I had it on, but I never really
watched it.
I was
it was a good game. It got out of control second half.
Yeah.
You know what happened?
Right
when Deshaun went to the Chiefs bench, he fucked up because everybody saw his fucking quarterback shit. After that, they took off.
Right. Niggas glimpsed out of that.
I didn't like that fucking.
Do you not know the Flake Gate, my nigga? You think the Pat's the only team?
At the skybox, and we got it.
Got it. Fuck out of here. Not even at the skybox. Niggas got cameras on the sideline.
Oh, come on.
Niggas got cameras on the
sideline. Nigga got a camera on it, they don't even know it.
Facts.
Oh, they know.
Nah, I was saying,
they don't.
I ain't like the little nigga sing. I ain't gonna say little nigga, but whatever. I ain't like the young man singing that song.
That song?
That fucking song, bro. It's such a. The song is one thing, but then when I seen the video for it, I'm like, fam, this is some real weak shit. Bro. Like, for real. This is some real weak shit.
I love how all this shit tie in because, like, we was talking about the 6ix9ine shit earlier.
Yeah.
And I was on an Uber ride with this nigga, and he was playing the interview with 6ix9ine on the Shade Room on our Uber ride. I should have gave him a fucking one for that. But he was black, so I was like, nah, I can't do my dog like that. And then so we listened to it, and then we go about 10 minutes, and then I'm like, hey, let me ask you a question. Like, why are you like fucking with this? And he was basically like, cause you can't blame the nigga for snitching. And I'm like, right. That's not what he wrong at though. And then he was like, and he was talking about like, cause now before I can even get that out, he started talking about like niggas liking gang culture and being obsessed with it, and like because like it's all niggas rap about and documentaries about all the popular people, and I'm like, you speaking as a nigga that's not a drug dealer, and he was like, yeah. I was like, so you don't understand why niggas even go through that to do that, and everybody that most niggas that go to the street know that there's no love in the street. It's just the advertising to get more niggas to work for you.
Oh,
it's the optic,
right?
I mean, that's all that shit.
It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. It's just a place of opportunity.
And I had to like break it down.
The streets is an equal opportunity employer.
Right.
They don't care what.
The only thing is, it's no law. It's no law.
Yeah, it's no law.
There's no HR department, and
street
you
got
will get
laws.
fired.
Street got laws.
Oh, natural laws.
Street got laws.
Yeah, but I'm saying nobody to like uphold them.
Ain't nobody enforcing the laws for you though.
Right. Like there's laws, but
you gotta enforce.
They're enforced at anybody's own risk at the end of the day.
Yeah. And 6ix9ine is acting like he didn't know that going in, and coming to the community like, take me back, and he not even black.
How did we get to this 6ix9ine? What did we?
Because, damn, how did we get to that?
I think it's one of the real
6ix9ine. They're running back.
Nah, dude, I was talking about the little nigga that was singing the song. That I just want to live. I don't like that shit, man. Like,
I don't know.
Oh, I was going like,
with this.
cause like I was telling it.
I don't know where
like,
this is going.
Cause everybody like exploiting the culture, trying to exploit the culture and gain sympathy and shit.
I see. Okay, I see what you're saying.
On the back end, like even with Charlamagne, like he would say like we not supposed to tear each other down, but then say some passive aggressive shit in response.
Look, I tell you anything I need to say with a grain of salt, man. He was be on some other shit, man.
I mean,
he still
soon as that nigga started bleaching his face and stuff, I mean, I kind of was like, all right, you know.
I mean, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was ugly. Niggas in the spotlight, like he on camera now. Like he gotta do better.
Hey, as soon as I get my money, hey.
I'm trying to get my teeth fixed right now.
Who you talking?
Ain't new music. New music. Shot Conway dropped.
Hey, that Conway?
Oh, I still gotta listen.
That shit fire.
Can I play some?
Shout out to everybody. Griselda.
Fire.
A few Griselda tracks that were on there.
Fire.
That's fire.
This is a Griselda Stan network. At least through me.
Nah,
I fucks with Griselda.
I don't really listen to him yet because
it's a little deep.
You gotta wait till the temperature drop when it turn hoodie weather, man. They not summertime. You know, you gotta.
They're not summertime.
They are.
I listen to them niggas.
But niggas that's like, I'm talking about for the casual fan that may not.
Not only that, it's just
like
it's so much. It's so much drug dealing rap. I be feeling
and they
like
do it the best.
I gotta.
They do it the best.
If I feel like I'm doing the wrong, I feel like I'm trying to do the right thing, but
and not listen to it.
No, I'm talking about my job. I'm trying to do the right thing, but they talking about this drug dealer out making it sound so good. I'm like, am I doing the wrong thing?
They do it the best.
Am I doing the wrong?
In the air fryer. He said he cooked the brick in the air fryer.
That's the biggest.
That sound like the lick.
Why
are niggas not doing that?
That's one of the most sensationalized bars since I heard Jay say he cooked based on a Foreman grill, son. Like way back, son.
Griselda right now is my favorite camp. It's my favorite camp.
What's the song?
Drop that. Hold on. Let me see the track list real quick.
Yeah, I gotta listen to this shit. I mean, it always varies between Conway and Benny for me as far as like who the best. Like Westside, I feel like makes the best projects. Benny's probably the most marketable nigga or the most likely to go mainstream. And then as far as it's hard, like just like rapping, just spit, it's between Conway and Benny, and then salute to them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They bringing that. I don't want to say they bringing that sound back because niggas like Rock Marciano did it. Skyzoo, Sean Price, like they kind of started that shit, that resurgence, but they doing it on a mainstream level, even with the branding and how they, how they going about releasing the projects and shit. They flooding the streets with it.
The guerrilla style drops.
Yeah.
Multiple drops, lots of music. Like it's
random and shit.
I love that kind of so them three right now, they don't miss for me.
They doing it up, so salute to them, man.
They don't miss for me. Any other music y'all had? That was mine. That was
this week?
I think that was the main shit that dropped this week. I don't remember seeing nothing else drop.
Mostly singles came out this week. I ain't
somebody, I think I seen somewhere on NBA YoungBoy that was dropped.
Oh yeah, YoungBoy dropped. I'm not a YoungBoy fan.
I'm not a YoungBoy fan.
Yeah, I can tell you.
I did listen to him though. I feel why the streets fuck with him.
I see why. It's just not for me.
He talk a lot of pain in his music.
He talk a lot of pain.
It's like trap
niggas
blues.
love pain.
It's like trap blues.
Niggas love pain.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Trap blues.
B.O.B. dropped this song, but that's woke rap right there.
Very well.
That's a pretty cool.
But trap blues, wow. I mean that's like we was talking about
that's
that
like
punk,
Boosie, like,
and then we was talking about that punk rap shit.
Yeah.
Same shit. Trap blues, punk rap. I like it.
That's like Boosie. He was like the pioneer of trap
blues. Boosie is the pioneer of trap blues.
I believe
hey, shout out to
that's an interesting take.
Shout out to Zaytoven, bro. One of
is.
This nigga still dropping shit.
I mean, Zaytoven is.
I mean, he has a sound like niggas go to him.
Oh, you know it's Zaytoven from anywhere. You know it's Zaytoven from a mile away.
Zaytoven, he just dropped the album today.
Zaytoven dropped the album today?
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped it today?
Just landed volume 2.
Oh, shit.
The pack just landed. I love how Zaytoven a church nigga, but he still use trap ad-libs to push his music.
Hey, I like it. I like it a lot. Hey. Alright, so let me get into something real quick. There was a tweet that was said that men don't break up with women.
Oh, you was getting on your bag with this one.
I wouldn't even say I was getting in my bag, but I was just being honest. The tweet was, men don't break up with women. Men just do the most so the woman will break up with him. And I'm glad the music cut off right on time. Facts.
You gonna hate my perspective on this.
I'm not gonna hate your perspective on this because it's a different. Everybody has their own perspective on these things. In a lot of situations, men, when women are deeply involved with men, they don't know when to let them go. They do not.
Facts.
So the times where a man is like, "Look, I'm ready to go. I'm out," and it happens. Great, those are good times. But we are speaking specifically on the times where that does not happen. Where the man is trying to leave. The man is trying to get out amicably. Not hurt your feelings. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not make things any worse than they already are. And women do not let them leave.
They don't listen.
They don't listen. They don't listen. And as men who might care about this particular woman, you don't wanna just be like, all right, look, I'm gone, block her, and just dip because you don't know what she could do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what she's liable of.
Which is what they usually do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is, you know what I'm saying? So that's just not as a man. If we do that, we're the bad guy. If we, you know what I'm saying, we stick around, we comfort, we're still the bad guy. Right. No matter what we do at the end of the day, as a man trying to leave a woman, we are the bad guy because we're trying to leave the woman, no matter how that shit plays out. So, what men tend to do is like, fuck it. You just gonna have to leave me at the end of the day. You gonna have to just get fed the fuck up and dip for you to really understand I'm done with your ass. So they tend to might do some wild shit so you can understand I'm done with your ass. Because you clearly don't understand it when I'm telling you, when I'm showing you. Well, let me show you a little bit more and do some fucking recklessness so you can really understand I don't want no more parts of you.
That's why they say all men are cheaters.
Like...
Because that's usually the result when a bad relationship happens.
When things have gone on for too long.
And niggas don't want to leave. So they just stay there and they be like, well, I didn't want to be here in the first place. So
I just did what I wanted to do because at the end of the day, women, and this is the thing, and this is their response. Hold on. This was the response to women. oh, nobody's putting a gun to your head and making you stay.
But you know what make them stay?
What?
Kids, marriage.
A lot of other shit that ain't got no. That ain't like this. Is the thing. Like when you say, oh, nobody's putting a gun to your head and making you stay. You right. You're not putting a gun to my head. But if me just getting up and leaving, which I know was probably the best thing for me to do, literally just getting up in the dead of the fucking night, cutting all ties and just dipping on you, because obviously we've sat down and had this talk numerous times and you clearly won't let me go. Yeah, if I do that, it's no telling what you're gonna do. You might pull up to my house. You might, you know what I'm saying? You're probably gonna be blowing my phone up. You're probably gonna be doing a whole lot of shit that at the end of the day is just gonna escalate the situation further to where it just doesn't need to go. It just doesn't need to go. So what men tend to do is stick around until you finally fucking realize you're done. That's really the position that y'all put men in. And y'all can call us weak for staying. Call us what you want. At the end of the day, when we tell you we're ready to go and you don't let us go, everything else that happens from then on is on you.
Y'all got a lot of weak daddies out here.
Whoa.
Yeah, if that's the case. If that's the case. If that's the case.
Whoa.
If that's the case. If that's the case.
Y'all,
that's the case.
Y'all niggas thought I was getting underpaid. This nigga.
Right, you coming at their bad? You coming at their fathers?
I'm saying if that's the case, if they calling niggas weak for staying, there's a lot of weak daddies out here that's in toxic relationships, but they stand the course.
That nigga Cole did the fucking Gohan shit when that nigga was getting blasted. That nigga pick a little jump in the middle. I feel like Gohan jump in the middle and taking everything. Right. I thought I was getting out to paint this episode, nigga. Oh, good looking, Cole.
I wasn't ready for that. But hey,
they gotta go deep to get there.
That's real shit though. That's what because we don't, ladies. We don't. I feel like yes. Like I said, there are times where you can sit down and talk to somebody amicably and be like, look, this isn't working out. We're not talking about those times.
This isn't one of those times.
This is not one of those times. This is like when these conversations happen, they were like, oh, well, you should just talk to the... We've tried that. I've done that. That shit works sometimes. And then sometimes it does not. Sometimes when you talk to somebody and they start all the boo-hoo crying and the tears and the, oh, I might kill myself, like, then what?
Oh, that's manipulation.
You know what I'm saying?
But hey, my rebuttal to that is nigga, leave. When she start doing that, that is a sign to leave. If making you weak stays, I mean, if staying makes you weak, then leaving makes you stronger, my nigga.
Facts. So at the end of the day, I'm at a point where like
she's mad right now, so she gonna be mad regardless.
I'm at a point where at the end of the day, if it comes to that, I haven't had to deal with that shit in a while because I've been single this whole. Even in my single, I ain't even gonna get on that because even in my single time, I was still dealing with that.
The what are we? That's surface level red flag right now.
Pulling up to my crib unannounced. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but
surface level red flag.
But I'm at a place where like, if we can't sit down and talk about, you know what I'm saying. First of all, I'm probably not gonna get into anything serious with you if I feel like I can't sit down and have a conversation with you if shit were to go left anyway. And you can kind of see that relatively early in somebody.
And keep going.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, let's dead the phrase "happy wife, happy life."
What did I say?
Because
did I say that on this?
I can argue that's toxic.
Because
did I say that on this?
We not.
That came from a broken man.
That
originated from a broken man.
Because the happy wife is her own responsibility, goddamn it. If she don't come in a relationship happy,
it's a steam of your
that's on her.
I can't say that. I can't say that. I mean, obviously how you come into a relationship is one thing, but when you decide to get married, once you get to that whole marriage thing,
I mean that's what I mean.
You know, yeah, okay. Like once you get to that whole marriage thing, that whole happy wife, happy life,
Because I did say happy.
The concept came from a man who was probably broken at a point to where it was like, look, I can't be happy unless she's happy.
True.
And it's like,
that's some sad
shit. That's some sad shit.
Even further, that's some sad.
And then it's like
that wet t-shirt bull and jeans bullshit. And then in the rain and shit.
Right, staring out the window type
shit.
Nigga.
While nigga is greasing this bitch, he just out in the window like.
And
I hated them weak ass niggas.
Shout out to nigga Alvin Patron. That nigga just said that shit on his podcast. That nigga was like, yo, R&B ain't been the same since niggas ain't stopped doing the reach out hand and shit and looking out the window and shit. All of that
dumb shit. I hated them weak ass niggas. Well, go ahead. They made great music. They made great music though.
They did. I mean, Pain is what sells.
Hey, they love. Hey, Pain definitely sells.
That's my.
Because we always talk about how our musicians are better on drugs.
That should take me to the tweet of the week, my nigga.
Oh yeah, let's get into our tweets of the week.
Cause that's definitely one of them.
Tweets of the week. Hey, I gotta bring back my PIMP segment.
Oh, you did.
That shit was fire, bruh. I was onto some shit.
Because we merged the pods.
Yeah, bro.
It's like we don't have our own segments.
Yeah, bro. We need to bring our shits back.
We need to bring our own shits back.
We need to bring our own shits back, bro. My PIMP segment, the peek into my past.
I forgot
that
my
shit
damn
was fire.
segments. I gotta go back.
Them stories I used to tell was hilarious.
They were.
Bro, good times. Alright, I got my tweet of the week. Let's go.
Bro, you ain't design this. Come on, man.
So they can't talk, but okay, so
if they ain't make Dark Fantasy, Dark Fantasy, and Watch the Throne,
right,
and Cruel Summer,
talk your talk,
and Good Fridays,
and late registration.
I'm just talking about this 12 months. I'm just talking about 12 months.
Oh, you're right.
I'm just talking about 12-month period.
Yeah.
I had a friend, man, I ain't gonna say, we could edit this out, but I was saying that, and he was like,
we've been hearing this too.
Man, Cruel Summer is trash. I said, boy, you ever made something like Mercy? Bro.
You ever made something like Mercy? Now, I played that to say this. If you think Cruel Summer is trash, come holler at me. I got something to say.
I gotta go through that track listing again, but if
Never.
I remember correctly, that shit had
it's banger after banger after banger after banger.
That's when I had New God Flow on it, right?
Yes.
Okay, it couldn't have been complete trash. I think it might.
There is no trash on that. That shit's almost hitter for hit.
It might have had some mid on there that I ain't fuck with.
Ain't no
For black people in general, cuz we sell trauma. Every hot movie, every TV show for the majority. That's why Atlanta was so fucking important. And it has traumatic elements, but it's not just straight up, nigga, my life was trash. 12 Years a Slave, Nat Turner movie, Django, Moonlight. Let's keep it going. We can all name one right now. For black people, the black business is trauma. That's what we got. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, all these other shows, they having a good time. It's reality TV just chilling. We can't even have reality TV where niggas ain't trying to squabble. We selling trauma. So you expect a nigga to not perpetuate that when they trying to get out of a situation that you tell them that they ain't shit until they get out of it. Until a nigga got money, bro, majority of the time, the way we look at it, and I'm talking for the consensus, not everybody. The majority of people, just from what I've seen, is until you got some money, you ain't shit. So they gonna do what they gotta do to try to make it work, and you can't be mad at them for it.
How did you...
And that's why I'm not completely mad at Charlamagne or politicians, because they ain't doing the same shit rappers do.
In a way, bro. Tweet of the week.
Yeah, I got a couple, so you might got to swing the block on me too. But
we said we condensing it to 2 at the most.
We can swing the
2
block
at the
up.
most.
Yeah,
start that.
He said that. I didn't.
2 at the most.
I didn't respond.
Nah, 2 at the most. Niggas be trying to have 8 tweets of the week. You know, no nigga, I don't want to just hear your whole timeline this week.
All right, well, I'm gonna start with the good shit, with the knowledgeable one. So,
all right, go ahead.
This comes from this beautiful black queen, Erica Lachey. I hope I pronounce her right, or Lachey or Lachey. So I'm pronouncing it wrong.
So beautiful.
Let me say something. But she says, how many black men have been lynched by this media because they told the truth or spoke on ownership? We can't keep falling for the same tactics. I told y'all this is psychological warfare. It's a fact.
Yeah.
That's what it should.
And that's all Twitter is falling for that shit.
Facts.
And now I'm some fuckery.
Wait. Can we just cycle?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead,
You did it first. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, I gotta do my second one.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Spin the block on me on my second. I wasn't ready. Go ahead. I wasn't ready on the second one. I wasn't ready on the second one. My bad.
We'll do it next week.
Alright.
Oh no, nigga, I'm coming back. I just wasn't ready.
I'm talking about the cycle.
Alright, well, this it's two tweets, but they're about the same shit. What made Warren G think it was a good idea to hop out with his jewelry on and join a random dice game with strangers?
Did he get robbed?
The follow-up was like, you gotta be feeling helpless to look at a nigga rob and you would say, damn, what's next? Them niggas was beating the shit out of Warren G.
Damn.
No. But yo, that shit, you gotta think about it, man. This nigga Warren G was a clear black knight.
Carried on the stick.
Right. Warren G was on the scene. Trying to consume.
Stick.
No, right. I see some brothers on the street and I'm like, let's do this.
Wait, I mean,
what?
Carried on the stick, no string.
This nigga is, son. This nigga Warren G was the ultimate fucking, like, just violator and shit. Shout out to Nate Dogg for being the best friend in the world. Came through and regulated this shit and sang about it. And went back and got the hose that crashed. Nate Dogg was the best friend that night.
Yo, what's up? This your homie Ice Cube. Here to talk to my black folks. You know, I just want to be straight up.
He said 2 tweets,
because there's a lot of messages going out about this election. First and foremost,
Bill's on YouTube, I want to double.
Anybody telling you that you gotta vote, that it's your duty, that you have to exercise the right, and that people died for you to vote. For one, people did die, but nobody walked out their house to go die for you to vote. They were killed by probably some racists that don't want to see us get anything. But I'm saying that to say this. Be skeptical of anybody telling you to vote and not telling you to ask for anything, or to tell you to just vote and not to get anything for your vote. That's not how it works. That's not the process. You don't vote just to vote. You vote because you're getting something, or your community is getting something. So everybody that's telling you that, man, look at them and say, what are you getting? Because people that just want you to vote and not ask for nothing, people that's in power that want you to vote but don't want you to get anything, or not asking for you to get anything economically, they suspect. Straight up. Because a lot of people been in place for a long time and we ain't got shit. That shit gonna end. That shit gonna end. We gonna get what we supposed to get. Period. And anybody asking you not to ask, I wouldn't listen to them. Because that's the process. Every community asks for what they want.
Every single one.
And we gonna do the same goddamn thing.
But we doing it now.
Ocean Jackson.
Shout out to Ice Cube.
It took me a while to come to that realization. I think he's probably my favorite West Coast rapper, to be honest with you. Out of everybody.
Favorite West Coast rapper?
I think so.
That's interesting. That's interesting too. I can't remember that.
Favorite? Mine gotta be Snoop.
Snoop's like the one. He's right there too. It's like the 1A, 1B maybe. Well, but Ice Cube, yeah.
All right, let's a little rapid fire. We'll close this shit out. Fast and the Furious going to space.
These niggas are so flagrant.
We just talked about this last. We literally talked about this on the last pod, and they literally came out and said they're going to space.
I'm sick and tired of these niggas.
I'm telling y'all, we tapped in up there. period. That's all I'm gonna say.
After space, the only thing you can do is go to an alternate universe.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, the next universe gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Time traveling? Oh,
time travel.
Yeah. They gonna save Tyrese.
They gonna save Jesse in the very first one. Getting clapped up by the Asian.
That's fucked up, dog. That nigga came through on the bike.
Jesse was the one that set it up the whole time. He wasn't even dead.
Motherfuckers in
nigga came back
in Universe 66.
Intergalactic being came back an alien.
They was in the middle of the desert. UFO got him.
Some crazy shit. Next, Tyler Perry officially a billionaire.
Shout out to him. I gotta play a sound for that.
I don't really fuck with your shit like that, but
see, I'm not the only one. I don't fuck.
Because you black.
Because you black. I'll never talk. Black people get money. It is what it is.
I'll be honest. For a while, I thought maybe it was just because of that Boondocks episode, like that, just like made me biased towards his shit. But then I actually watched.
That's what I respect about. That's what I respect about it, because he recognized that he wasn't gonna He wasn't gonna be able to keep his market by not doing, basically his market is black women, and basically bashing black men is the market for black women right now.
And that's why I don't fuck with him.
But
he makes black men. Well, no. He makes black men look like shit.
He makes dark skinned black men look crazy.
That too.
Crazy.
That too.
It always be some bum ass light skinned Shamar Moore looking at just like how they
a fucking gardener, a fucking mechanic
that loves Jesus and shit, and that's like a virgin and have no kids.
But listen, I respect it because he didn't sell that to white people.
Alright, I can give you that.
So because he sold it to us, you respect it?
No.
I respect it.
We all, because we all sell our pain to us to make money.
Right.
But selling that market to white people to profit off that and then own that is different. Because we don't get no benefit from that community-wise.
Right.
I feel that.
So I respect Tyler Perry game and the game that he plays in our community, as far as getting us to watch certain, I would call them extended skits, pretty much movies now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For getting us to watch those things, because like Cole said, who the audience is, he's taking their money.
And that's their stories too. So black women, those stories didn't get out there like that.
The money he's taking, he's actually doing it for things are good.
Yeah.
And within our own community.
I respect, like I said, I respect Tyler Perry. I respect his game and everything. I just don't like the way he portrays black men on screen. That's just me.
And I think that's
the only way that
I don't like it either.
But I understand that.
Older black women. That's his audience.
It's fucked up, but and I think that's probably where maybe the split comes in, because you can respect a nigga hustle, respect what the fuck he did, and not necessarily like it. You know what I mean? Like I don't like his product, but I can't knock him for it. You know what I mean?
That's exactly.
Like I can't knock him for selling that terrible image to us when one of my favorite rappers growing up was on some sell drugs, do this type shit.
That's what I was about to say.
Granted, it's a victim of circumstances, but it is what it is. It's a one big it is what it is type.
Because if you think about it, that's what the black exploitation market kind of was. It was like controlling women.
But if he went into that, like into the man side of things,
then there wouldn't be
but I'm saying, do you think there will be more of us going to actually go and watch that?
No.
Nah, we don't go.
Nobody give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about what black men go through.
Nobody
gives a fuck unless we're dying. That's all they care about is us dying. That's it. That's the only thing you can put on the screen.
Well, I don't know, because niggas fuck with power, and he was treating Tasha like shit.
I mean, Tasha was asking for some of that shit.
Tasha was shit. And another thing, fuck y'all for trying to they tried to sympathize with Tasha during that period. I remember that fucking period, like towards the end of Power, when they tried to sympathize with Tasha and shit, like, oh, this nigga don't treat Hispanics. Man, Tasha was shit, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. I love the Tory.
Tasha held it down. Tasha was holding it down. For a
minute. I can't lie, she definitely did.
Tasha was holding it down.
She did.
For the longest.
Nigga Ghost get caught slipping. That's all it was.
She ain't know the plan
Nigga
was
slipped
she ain't know the plan was to
kept
get
slipping.
out.
Oh, P Valley.
Oh,
Watch that shit.
you still ain't.
I did watch like 4 episodes of Cobra Kai though. That's much that shit.
Daniel House gets kicked out the bubble.
What'd he do? He snuck up.
He snuck in one of the COVID testers into his room.
Yeah. I gotta see a picture of this.
But this the thing though. But this the worst part about it. He had a wife and 3 kids.
At the bubble too?
No.
Oh, okay.
But apparently, she done scrubbed all of them off the social media and shit. You already know it's about to go down. So,
right, how you get outed by your job if you cheat, bro?
That's
in the public,
in the
like,
public too.
That's the worst part. Whoever leaked that story, I'd be beating they ass.
They ain't trying to play. They're not trying to play.
This.
They're not trying to play any games. They're not trying to play any games with this whole image.
Oh yeah,
allowing some shit happening within the
bubble.
But
that's the
you can't play with that. You talking about people live, and this is your audience. Your audience is people.
That's the thing.
Like if you advocate, it's okay to be real close to somebody, and y'all are supposed to be sick, and we're supposed to be distancing because people are dying. That is a horrible look as a company.
See, listen. This is my thing about it. This is why I have a gripe against liberals, because at the end of the day, you gonna make a rule to control shit, to not let nobody fuck around. So like, for him to go home for that is kind of wild, because like, not only was no rule set for that, and they only sending him home because it's a bad look. It's like.
Or maybe that's just the narrative they put out there, so he can go home and try to like save his family.
I don't know, but regardless.
No, that nigga fucked up.
Regardless, like
cleaning this up, he fucked up. That's it. He fucked up.
He fucked up.
That's it. He fucked up.
And
he got to deal with it.
I don't like how
she was just giving me a massage.
I don't like how you get fired for fucking up.
He didn't get fired. It's not like they cut him from the team. The nigga just can't play no more.
Can't play.
I mean, they about to play
I don't
one
like
more.
how you get suspended.
They about to play one. Hey, he about to play one more. They know he was only about to play.
For cheating.
They know they was only about to play one more.
They suspend.
He would have been, bro. He would have had to be there for 10 days.
Imagine getting suspended for cheating at your job.
But listen, he would have had to quarantine for 10 days.
They would have had to have him there.
Listen.
10 days.
But between that and with the fact of him having to quarantine for 10 days, the series would have been over in 10 days.
Exactly.
No matter what. So they just sent him home early, bro. That's it.
It's just better reason why not to send him home.
No. Now I gotta.
He would have had to quarantine for 10 days anyway. He wouldn't have been able to be part of the team. He wouldn't have been able to do anything. So you just send his ass home.
It's cheap.
He didn't violate any rules.
Yes, he did.
It's cheaper to kick him.
You're not supposed to allow other people in your room.
Oh, that was the rule?
Yes.
It's cheaper to kick him.
I didn't know that.
Nigga.
My bad.
And then there was a chick 4 hours. Come on, bro.
4 hours?
I said 4 hours. Not 4 hours, but 4 hours.
Oh. The COVID test.
Multiple hours.
Probably more than 4.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, he might
I
have
ain't
been trying to
look
be.
at the details, my bad.
He might have been trying to be extra safe, which I don't doubt. Which I understand. He might have felt some type of,
Maybe he didn't hear that rule too.
But hey,
that's his fault. My bad.
And also, you know what I'm saying? You probably can't. You had to have people that was like on a list probably to be in your room type shit. And she probably was not one of them. So
and they thought they could skate because she had the vest on.
Hold on, I'm about to play this Irv Gotti 50.
Oh.
Hey, maybe you want to have marriage.
I blocked the nigga till he fell into M and Dre's lap. Damn! Are you serious? Yeah, labels would call me, and I was so hot with. I was just the hottest thing. So I'd be like, yo, if you fuck with him, I ain't fucking with you. And they were like, we ain't fucking with him then, Gotti, forget it. I should have let some of them bullshit ass labels, or not bullshit labels, but just not labels with M and Dre behind them. Exactly. You had to deal with Sony before.
That's what you should have did.
He wasn't moving like that. You know what I'm saying? I blocked that nigga into a dream situation.
Trying to play these white people games.
God's plan. I hate to say it. It's God's plan. It is. That's all God's plans. It's God's plans for this for whatever's happening now and everything like that. But you asked me if I could go back in the future and tell, I'd have said, yo, play it right.
Yeah.
Like, see, the Irv I am now, I would be like, yes.
Anybody else, I'd feel a way about that, but that beef in particular, I don't hold to standard rap beef rules and policies and shit. Because niggas was lit up behind that shit. You gotta elaborate, because niggas was...
I wasn't there.
Niggas was lit up behind that shit. People died behind that shit on both sides. Like, that was a very just deep-rooted... Like, that's one of those beats where it's like, you know how people like... I think Fat Joe at one point was like, he was trying to bring them niggas together for Summer Jam and shit. And I just remember reading that and I'm like, there's no way that's gonna happen.
Is that an excuse to, like, not... to stop somebody else back?
Yes. For them in particular, for those two, yes. Because on the flip side...
Even if you had nothing to do with being there?
For those two, yes. On the flip side, because with 50 did something similar or alluded to something similar when he was like, yo, you keep saying shit, I'm going to push Styles P shit back. Like, I'm going to push his album back. Because there was a time when he was Mr. Interscope for a while. He kind of had, leverage over niggas at Interscope. When he did that, I was like, all right, 50, that's kind of foul. There was no, but Irv,
How you feel towards Banks then?
As far as what? As far as
I feel like Banks was kind of suppressed.
Like right now, or
no, back then when he was fucking with G-Unit.
I don't think he was suppressed, but I think a lot of the shit just from how 50 came up and what he was doing on his come up maybe isolated something like certain collaborations. I do remember, if you're alluding to the time when like Banks was fucking with like Ye and all them, and like he almost kind of went to good music, like.
Right.
That I can understand because
like he didn't want somebody to be better than 50.
Right.
I think it's half and half because a lot of it too is Banks is free of that shit now. He don't put no music out. Like I think a lot of it, I don't want to say he's lazy, but maybe just Banks doesn't want that position. I think 50 initially wanted them niggas to have that type of effect and be like, yo, I want Banks. He was pushing Banks for a minute, you know what I mean? Yeah. But if a nigga don't want that, you know what I'm saying? If he don't want that for himself, it's different, you know what I mean? Like, Banks is one of them low-key, like, 50 said it multiple times, like, Banks don't talk to people, he don't express shit, he just rap, he's a pure just rap, he rap, you know what I mean? He don't got, like, the star power and all that stuff, he just wants to rap, but in that particular circumstance with 50 and Irv and Ja, like, there's too much, like, just street shit involved with that where I get it. Because I'm liable to even think that Irv maybe didn't even really was pushing like that. It could have been the guys behind Irv, like Preem and them pushing like, yo, we lit this nigga up, allegedly, and he's still making moves. Nah, you got to stop this shit.
True.
You know what I mean? So that's why I don't hold that to that. But hey, man,
we need to close this out.
Yeah.
We had 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 strong hours. Shout out to, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to my niggas, Sunny Talent. My nigga just dropped a new tape, Name It Vain.
Shout out to
78 South shit.
Shout out to Porter Jr. Niggas said getting more niggas involved. They got another game.
Last night they got him involved at the end of the game and he sealed it for him with free throws and a 3. Shout out to Michael Porter Jr. Let the Rook cook.
Right.
I am team Let the Rook cook.
I didn't get to do this last week because it was still going on. But shout out to nigga Mike Therese, man, KUCF CEO. Man. I like what he was doing with the Orlando, bring a lot of the Orlando artists together and shit for that writing camp. He had invited me to it, but I couldn't get off I did go to some of the nights and shit, but I couldn't actually go to the workshops. I'm a little ticked off by that. But that's on me, not on them. But shout out to him and whoever else was behind that, the OCC shit.
Hey, he always got a party for you to go.
Oh, we forgot that we are not a debate.
Even the Zooms. We are not a fucking debate podcast.
This is not what this is.
We just say our own shit.
Facts.
If you don't agree,
it's okay.
Sit on that shit.
So be it.
Say it on your podcast.
Yeah,
bastards.
At the end of the day,
you can say it out loud in your car.
Facts.
You can come on the podcast.
Tweet us. I respond, but
I I'll respond.
I might respond.
Leave a comment.
Block your ass and then
leave
block
comments,
reviews.
Just no one
Squadcast
stars.
podcast.
If you can leave a bad comment, just leave 5 stars.
Facts.
Squadcast Network. Shout out Incredibuds. Shout out Mixed Masters.
Shout out to the 19 black families that bought land in Georgia too.
Facts.
We're gonna see what that comes to.
Facts, man.
We believe in
Definitely
y'all.
want to see what comes out of that. Shout out to my man Major. He about to battle Loso on Monday. You know what I'm saying? A little quick 1 round and shit at Austin. So if you in Orlando, come through.
Shout out Night Logistics.
Right.
Paper Chasers.
Shout out to Night Logistics. Who else?
Shout out Don T Meal Services. Best food in Orlando.
Shout
Get
out.
you some.
Shout out to PTA Life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you need those stretches, if you need
Definitely. Shout
physical
out to
therapy,
PTA Life.
go to YouTube. You can find the PTA Life. My dog Hirsch.
You on that?
He gonna get you right.
Shout out Center J. If you need some patchwork, you know what I'm saying? Cool patches, put them on anything. They got that. Man.
Shout out to all the rappers we know. Yeah, we don't even be shouting out.
True.
Oh,
There's a lot of them.
Snap.
It's a lot.
A lot of them
in Tampa.
A lot of them in Orlando. Like it ties into that OCC shit.
Made in Duval.
I tweeted this other day. It's a lot of creative minds in Orlando, just in Orlando. Florida is just a creative hotbed in itself.
Hot boy.
It's just a lot. It's definitely a lot.
Not everybody, man. Everybody that's pushing, everybody that's doing their fucking thing, really, man. Shout out to y'all keep doing y'all shit.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
whoever know my nigga Low, y'all tell this nigga to rap.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey, look, if you heard that Derek Milano segment last episode, I just want to stand on that. I just want to double down, stand on that.
Yeah.
I fuck with Derek Milano and the work that he puts in. But if it comes to that nigga or my nigga, I'm picking my nigga. I don't care what it is.
Congratulations.
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
like, that man is being great right now.
But
I'm picking my nigga at the end of the day. I'm sorry. That's just my nigga. You feel me?
And that should never ever breed business.
That's all that was. That's all that was. Yo, what you putting out banging, I'm cranking all that shit. But at the end of the day, if it comes to my nigga, I'm picking my nigga.
You did that the Kobe tribute with
Fire.
Fire.
That's all I want. That's all I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want that to come off.
I actually like that he's not rapping out in the forefront.
But shit, let's close this out. SQUADcast podcast.
We out.
ColeLogic, roll well, free game flight. Like, subscribe, share, tell your peoples.
Yeah.
We out.